Shooting in bright conditions and trying to get that shallow depth of field often requires controlling the amount of light we let through to our sensor. And this right here is a new filter system by NiSi called Jetmag Pro. What makes it stand out is the fact that these filters are magnetic, slim, and versatile. So without further ado, let's get into it. Jetmag Pro filter system comes in 6 different options, which you can see on the screen right now. And from what I do, the best option for me was the Cinema Kit, which is exactly what I got right here. When you first open the box, you're presented with a filter pouch that feels quite nice, and honestly I feel like more brands should do, because I personally don't like having 5 different plastic boxes for each filter I have. Instead, what you get is a nice box that you can unzip, and inside you have all the filters you would need. The filters come in one size, and the way you'd fit them onto different lenses is by using one of their step-up rings. These go all the way down to 67 millimeters, and you get 4 in total, going all the way up to 82, which is kind of the standard these days. You might notice that they have that dark silver aesthetic, which overall looks clean and quite nice. If you have a black camera, it might stand out a little bit, but if you're like me and you have an FX3, this kind of fits in with the whole aesthetic. And since you're using step-up rings, they also come with a front cap, which looks like this and has that same dark silver aesthetic with a small yellow logo in the middle. And the way you'd fit them onto your lens is quite simple. Right here, I have the 16-35 G Master 2 lens by Sony, and the filter diameter of this lens is 82 millimeters. So we're gonna find the right step-up ring, screw it on just like any other filter you'd use, and then to use the front cap, you'd simply attach it anywhere on the step-up ring until you hear that click, and then to lock it, you have to align the handles with the white marks on the step-up ring. The Jetmag Pro Cinema Kit comes with 6 different filters that you can mix and match to get the desired look you're after. Starting with a black mist 1/8, which if you don't know, adds bloom to your highlights and makes the image look a little softer. You also get a True Color circular polarizer filter, which is really good for filming cars, water, and any scenes that have reflections in them. And finally, the bulk of this kit is the 4 different fixed neutral density filters, which block out the amount of light that you let through to your sensor, allowing you to shoot wide open in super bright environments. And if you've used variable ND filters in the past, you might notice that if you twist it too far, you get that weird X artifact. And similarly, if you point the camera at a screen or any LCD displays, they get that weird color shift. Well, with the fixed ND filters, you don't get any of that, which in my opinion, if you're trying to get the cleanest image, is a very big plus. Now, if you want to adjust how much light you're letting through, these come in different strengths, starting from ND4 and going all the way to ND64. And it doesn't stop there. You can stack these filters so you can easily go up to 15 stops of light, which for regular variable ND filters is unheard of. Usually you'd get a 2 to 5 and maybe a 6 to 9. This is a whole different ballpark. When you're finally ready to use the filters, just like with the front cap, you attach it to the step-up ring and wait for that click. And then to lock it, you adjust the handles to meet the white marks on the step-up ring. And if you want to stack them, same principle applies. Attach it, clicked already, and then to lock it, move the handles to be in line. We can keep going by adding another filter, locking it, we can add another one on top, and the process carries on. Which brings me on to durability and how well these stay on. Initially, I was a little bit worried about the locking mechanism because in theory, you align the handles and it's locked, but there's nothing really stopping it from unlocking itself when you put it in a bag or when you use it throughout the day. So I decided to do a durability test, which is pretty simple. I add the filter and I don't fully lock it because I'm assuming that throughout the day it can unlock itself. I give it a good shake and then I give it a light bump and see if it comes off. I then add another filter and repeat the process to see if the filter falls off. So I managed to stack 5 filters, in fact, probably all 6, and they're not coming off. In fact, I'm at a point where I feel like I might break the lens and the mechanisms inside. So even if you don't lock the filters, they seem quite sturdy, and I don't think they'll be coming off anytime soon. With the durability test and initial look out of the way, let's actually get into some real footage and see how they perform out and about. Although I like to stick to filters I'm used to, the Jetmag Pro system definitely surprised me. And despite not having a variable ND filter in the set, the ease of use and the speed that you can change the filters at honestly makes up for it. NiSi have done an incredible job at making these filters. So if you want to learn more, check out the link in the description and let me know what your thoughts are on these filters right here. Thank you for watching this video. If you're still here, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.